week, I've challenged myself to watch as many content creators on YouTube as possible, give them all a number score, and at the end of the week, I find out who really performed the best. What up, DEANOMANIACs? My name is Dan Frampton. I'm a talented artist. Over here, we got Munchie, the straight-edge Nutcracker. He's a genius influencer, and together, we are the Dean Project. Now, I must say, this isn't 100% original idea, I was following some wrestling channels, on the old YouTube, came across Cultaholic, and every week there's a presenter named Jack the Jobber who comes on to the internet with a list of wrestlers who performed the best, who impressed the most, who really outshone everybody else in the whole week, and he calls it Wrestlers of the Week. And how this list works is it's like a top 10 list, whatever. Who 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But the unique part about this list is you assign a point to each creator according to which place on the list they are. So if they're 10th, they get 1 point, and if they're first, they get 10 points. At the end of the year, there'll be a leaderboard to see who really racked up the most points, and by that point, we'll know who the YouTuber of the year was. I don't know about you, but I think that's friggin' exciting.
Yeah, dude, I'm pumped for this. This is like math.
Yeah, not kind of like math, but it's still, it's subjective. I do understand that this is my opinion of what good videos are. So, you're right to disagree with me. This is just my opinion, and I'm just jumping onto YouTube here to have a little bit of fun with it. So last week was the week of January 13th. All right, and I watched a whole bunch of YouTube. I watched, over 200 YouTube videos last week, and I gave them all a little number. I wrote them all down. At the end of the week, what I came up with was the Dean's List. So, who made the Dean's List this week? Alright, we're coming in with number 10. Getting yourself the first point of the Dean's List YouTubers of the Week series is Patricia Bright. Now, she's a UK YouTuber. She's a fashion and beauty YouTuber. Of course, so I haven't been keeping up with her a lot. That's not really the kind of niche that Dan Frampton or Munchie the Nutcracker are really consuming on a regular basis. However, I thought if I'm coming on here with the Dean's List, I gotta broaden my horizons and I gotta watch videos from all the different niches out there so I can gauge and see really what's going on YouTube and really what is the best video on the platform. And I was really impressed by what Patricia Bright brought to the YouTube screen. She brought a lot of charisma. She brought a lot of fire. She brought a lot of personality. She brought some good editing. If you are into beauty, if you are into fashion, then Patricia Bright from the UK is someone that I think you should be checking out. And she picked herself up that 1 point. Okay, we're coming in here at number 9. Picking yourself up 2 points is Emma Chamberlain. That's right, vlog princess herself, Emma Chamberlain. She's coming in with a video about styling ugly clothes. Alright, so there's 2 ways that this can go, and both ways are great. First way, she styles them and it looks sick. Second way, she styles them and it looks hilarious. She went on a vintage kind of thrift store fashion haul, and she didn't spend too much time in the store, 15 minutes tops, got a bunch of stuff, went home, tried them on, your standard YouTube fare. But the way Emma Chamberlain delivers it is it's brilliant. What can I say? She's picking herself up 2 points. Okay, I know this is a controversial one. I know you guys think that I have this, blood feud with Danny Gonzalez, and if you think that, then that's a testament to my ability to make you think that, because that's not the case, okay? I think Danny Gonzalez is sick, and he's coming in at number 8, picking himself up 3 points this week. Danny Gonzalez for his video about Justin Bieber and his song Yummy. And there were a lot of videos last week about Yummy, and what made Danny Gonzalez's video the best was the song at the end that he did. Because the way that Danny got the attention of this Justin Bieber song Yummy was through Twitter, people going, oh my god, did you hear this new Justin Bieber song? It sounds like Danny Gonzalez wrote it. It's so silly. He's even dancing like Danny Gonzalez. This is a Danny Gonzalez production put out by Justin Bieber. So what Danny Gonzalez did is he did an actual Danny Gonzalez version of Yummy, and it was funny, it was fantastic, it was just great. You should go watch it. 3 points. At number 7, we got my boy Churdleys. He's cranking out them comedy sketches, them improv comedy sketches out there on the West Coast, and sometimes they're hit, sometimes they're missed, sometimes they're hilarious, sometimes they're not hilarious. He has a whole bunch of different characters that he portrays, and they're all pretty good, you know? He has a dad character and an old man character, he has a stoner character and another different stoner character. Anyway, there's a bunch of different characters, and he also gets his friends in on the action, which I think is pretty sick. So I love the vibe that's going on with Churdley's channel, and last week was a good week for him. He put out 2 videos, okay? 2 videos. One of them was okay. Kind of sucked, but it was okay. It was about the difference between generations. You can go watch it if you want. It was all right. But the second one he did was what your Uber driver and what your Lyft driver are actually doing when you like, ring for them or whatever. Great video. I loved it. One of my favorite videos of the week. Here's Churdley's coming in at number 7, picking yourself up 4 big ol' points. Now coming in at number 6 is one of my favorite Australian YouTubers. He's going on tour doing his comedy. I'm watching his videos when he's uploading them. His name is Lewis Spears, and he put out a really good Lele Pons themed video last week that I enjoyed highly. He also put out like a clip from his podcast that he does, Spearhead Sundays on Sunday, and which was pretty funny. He just read a story that some guy like wrote into him, so it's like low effort content, something easy that you can throw up onto the internet that your fans are gonna like. I like that. That's cool. That's good content. That works for me. So Lewis Spears picking up 5 points. Here's gonna be the first of 2 extremely short videos that made the list this week. This one happens to be the shortest of the short videos. Now, you know, YouTube is the land of 10-minute to 1-hour videos typically. And it needs to be that way for the algorithm, you know? It's all about watch time, and if you watch 10 minutes worth of a video, the algorithm just loves it, and it's like, I'm gonna pump this out to more people. Algorithm likey, algorithm likey, algorithm like this thing. And that's how that works. But these videos break that rule. Coming in at number 5, we got Wang. Now everybody's been asking Wang, you know, you gotta be doing your Onision video. Everybody's doing their Onision video. I saw this guy's Onision video, and this chick did a video on Onision. This guy has a whole channel about Onision. Oh my god. So Wang obviously is gonna do a friggin' video on Onision, and guess what? It finally happened. It was 2 seconds long, and it was just him holding the chicken saying, Onision bad, or something to that effect. I loved it. So Wang, picking yourself up 6, count them, 6 big old points. Okay, we gotta talk about number 4 for a little bit. Now, the number 4 spot, you know, has the opportunity to pick up 7 points. So who is picking up 7 points right now? I'll tell you who. Primink is picking them up. Now, Primink is a good creator. He doesn't show his face, you know, he's one of those video essay kind of guys, but he has like the most charming little giggle. He puts in the hard work, and the story last week about the McCamey Manor was mwah. I was riveted. I was glued to the screen. I couldn't wait to find out what was going to happen with this thing, because during that time on the internet, I wasn't really engaging with the internet in such a high velocity, you know? I was a bit more reserved with it, so I didn't know about the McCamey Manor. So Primink made me privy to the McCamey Manor, and it blew my mind. It was just like, oh my god, oh, brain melty. So if you want to go watch a video that is riveting, that tells a great story, you're gonna go want to watch this Primink video about McCamey Manor. Okay, now we're coming in to the top 3. Who was the 3rd best creator last week? Now this wasn't based on one singular video. This dude had a solid week of YouTube. I'm talking about my boy Anthony Fantano and his decade week list. Imagine the work you gotta put in to come up with a top 200 albums of the decade list and all those other lists that encompass the last 10 years of living. That's crazy. But my boy Anthony Fantano, this guy right here, this guy in the back of this thing, this guy did it. He did it amazingly, and I watched it and I loved it. So I gotta put him in the 3rd place, because none of his videos really were the best video of the week. But his overall effort, man, it's gotta be respected. It's gotta be admired. He really is the internet's busiest music nerd. Now coming in at number 2. Number 2, picking up 9 points. Now that's a beefy amount of points. So if you're the kind of creator that comes out with beefy 9-point videos on a weekly basis, that is gonna increase your chances to make the Dean's List on a very high level every week. Okay? And if this creator's upload schedule was a little bit more consistent, this would be one of my predictions for content creator YouTuber of the year. I'm talking about Psych IRL, my girl Donna. You did a great job with the video last week, Donna, and it was a very short video, which is the second short video on this list. You know, it was just like 2 minutes and change, maybe short, but it was how to be the perfect creator, and it was amazingly well done. It was written well, it was narrated well, all the imagery was great, all the editing was fantastic, it made you feel things, it was like eerie and creepy and also funny and like a social commentary. You gotta go check out Psych IRL's video about being the perfect YouTuber. Alright, here it is, the very first number one. Now before I get into the number one, I'm gonna hit you with some honorable mentions of last week. You know who really stood out to me last week? Nerdstalgic. He put out a video about Rick and Morty, and he also put out a video about South Park, which I think he took really cool angles on, and he really spoke really well to those points that he was trying to make, and they were entertaining, and I loved them, and they were really well done. The second shout I want to give to is to Fact Fiend, because Carl comes on every day, you know, but he always consistently delivers the 3-star video. So what I've been jokingly with Munchie calling Carl is 3-star Carl. So, has 3-star Carl uploaded a video today?
You goddamn right he did.
You goddamn right he did, and it's probably just a 3-star effort. Alright, well, here it is. Here's the number one spot. 10 points is going to one of my favorite creators, J.J. McCullough, for his video about Chile. He went to Chile, okay? But this didn't come across like a vacation travel vlog. It wasn't that. He went to Chile, and what's going on in Chile? You know, there's these protests. So he kind of documented the protests that were going on, told the whole story of how Chile got to this point, showed all the imagery associated with the protests, and really brought you up close, face to face with it, and it was amazing. I loved it. And his just like presentation of it is so entertaining and so fun to watch, and it's just so charming and goofy but so brilliantly smart. It's not like a vlog, and it's not like journalism, like a documentary, but it's somehow all of these things. And at the very end, of course, he does like a souvenir travel haul where he finds like really cool things from the place and he shows them off, and that makes it feel like a really YouTubey video at the end. So I thought it was just a perfect video. So go watch JJ McCullough's video about Chile. I'm giving it a big old 10 points this week, folks. Okay, so there it is. I hope you enjoyed the very first Dean's List. That was it. Who's gonna make it next week? I don't know. I'm gonna watch a lot of YouTube. Munchie's gonna watch a lot of YouTube. We're gonna come to some consensus, and I'm gonna deliver you another list next week. So remember, if you enjoyed it, you can always just like the video, put a little subscribe on it. Subscribe to the channel. You just subscribe. And then, but the most important thing, and everyone knows what the most important thing is, right? You join the friggin' Patreon.